What's up? It's GI. Gal Interpreter. No. Yeah, that's what my name is today. Let's talk about how you go from just chatting up abroad to like a solid phone number. Alright, you do the key things you're going to see me do in the video. You're going to make it somewhat solid, and after that it becomes a numbers game. You know how many you got to get those leads out on a date. Okay, getting a whole bunch of phone number leads and working those leads properly to set up meetups and then closing those leads properly. Okay. This shit gives you the exact flow charts to picking a phone number all the way to the meetup. It goes through any kind of control path that happens and all the fucking bullshit, last minute resisting objections the broad's gonna give you. Alright? And I love women. I'm just kidding. Alright. Now, what happens on these dates? You close. These women want you to dick them down, but they're not just gonna give it to you like a bunch of fucking losers. Okay? So, up with the wink. Women want dick, bro. Like, hello? Okay. I got decades of experience, bro. I've been in the game for years. It made me an animal until I became so enlightened, like fucking Gandhi was like, bro, I want what you're having, bro. Alright, so let's talk about some of my footage. Alright. Be like, are you Irish and shit? You have all these freckles. So, here's my standard, hi, can I meet you really quick? That's how I open shit. It's not some big fucking dumb opening. Observation, you got a lot of freckles. Are you part Irish? You know, my intent is stated by me fucking talking to her because I'm so high value. She knows that I wouldn't waste my fucking time talking to her. Obviously it's sexual. I'm a fucking pimp. Alright? I need to like come from this like I'm a fucking loser. Alright? I'm 100. I throw in the logistical question. I'm asking her, where do you live? Do I want to fuck you tonight? Or are we going to have a meetup later? How far away are you living? Are you visiting from another city? This shit's important to ask these logistical questions in your interactions. I also ask the questions, I just moved here from Las Vegas. It sounds cool. I'm also from New York, and I'm also a fucking world-renowned DJ and all this shit. Bitches can't defend that shit. Okay? Now, the next thing is one of our friends' birthdays. There's a bunch of shots and drinks happening. So we talked about, you know, I was in Vegas last year living on the strip and shit last year. I think I like it better than Vegas. Why? Vegas is like really like transitory and shit. You know, people have like real lives and shit, you know, doing real shit and stuff. Alright. A large number of girls trying to cock block. So I just commit to meeting this girl at a later date and see how they frame that and then the interaction. Yeah, no, I see. You want to set up the date like near your house, the nearest coffee shop, bar, restaurant. Keep that shit light. Okay. So that she knows what area you're in, so it'll be easier to let her out. You know, some of these girls end up seeing their friends. There's some shit going on during their birthday, and she has to go over there. And that's why it's important to get the number and the interaction and continue building up the comfort. You know, parties or whatever. And now, let's talk about how to make things sexual. With these little angels, these women who would never have you fucking fill them up with a cream pie of your cum and then go right back to their fucking boyfriend or husband. They would never. Alright. He has a fantastic dick, is that what you're saying? Alright. Let's talk about how to make shit sexual. Alright. Alright, so experimenting with some new setups. As you can see, we have nice little fucking shuttle when I'm not at the place where I'm staying currently, so there's no echo. Alright, there's a bunch of furniture to deaden the sound. It's where you plop down with your dates and have intercourse. So, the topic that I want to cover is sexualizing your interactions. Alright? Now, so, sexualizing your interactions. So, I've been teaching boot camps for a very long time. Okay. What I used to see a lot is guys would be forgetting to keep things flirtatious and sexual, you know? So I'm not going to talk about physicality right now. I'll talk about that in another video. Here's the issue. If you're just having this like fact exchange and information exchange, there's banter and shit, she's not going to see you as a sexual interest. She's going to see you as a guy with no fucking balls. That's a huge mistake that guys make on program. They just get stuck in these interview fucking question fucking bullshit. You pepper in some interview questions after you've made it sexual just to, you know, build some comfort. Alright, so you kind of get put in the friend zone. It's a guy you're just chatting with. He's trying to escalate physically down the road. You talk congruent with the frame that you set in the beginning. In the beginning, everything was distance, hands off, blah, blah, blah. A little fact exchange. No sexual remarks. Okay? So, jumping right into it, the number one way that you guys can immediately start sexualizing interaction with girls is to twist things with the phrase, "That's what she said." That's a reference from the show The Office. But it's well known enough in the modern vocabulary, most girls recognize that, and it basically turns anything that was said into a sexual statement. I'll give you some examples. Here's some very, very obvious examples. If she's, by the way, that's what she said is like turning a verbal, that's what she said into something sexual. If it's something like blatantly sexual, that's what she said anyways. You know, today was a very long and hard day. Alright, that sounds like an erect penis. I love that I can talk candidly on these videos. And like, dude, no other coaches really swear or like call out other coaches. And the length of putting on a fake red beard. Man, and doing slow-mo zooms. And fucking, I like how RSD has like the fucking tug your heartstrings fucking music in the back of the video when it's talking about Max's journey and shit. I love that shit, dude. Their production value is off the chain. You know, and everybody should be thankful to RSD for bringing this shit to a broader audience, bro. Alright. But then if you want that fucking raw, nasty shit, go to J-Mulv. Okay? And she was like, it was really wet outside. It sounds like a wet vagina. Say that's what she said. But this works for pretty much fucking anything. Women want you to indicate to them that you're not going to slut shame them, okay, without coming across as super creepy sexual. So it's a fine ground you got to walk. But if you don't like warm her up and let her know this is sexual, baby, then they're going to get bored. They're going to go find somebody who can state pump them better. All right, these bitches work hard. They want somebody who can state pump them, get them wet, and then fucking fuck them and dick them down, right? All right. So now this is my go-to. You can do this anytime you're vibing. You can do this in person in an interaction. You can do this over the phone when you're talking to a girl. You know, I'll tell you when you're talking versus texting in these videos. You can do it a lot of different ways. All right, do some fucking hip swivels. You don't have to keep sexualizing things. You don't have to be constantly cracking sexual jokes, but it's good on dates. You know, a lot of dates used to do this shit back in the day. You'd be on a date and you just be exchanging information, and it's not, the shit's not sexualized. So then it gets to be towards the end of the date, and you're like, hey, you want to go out? It gets weird at that point because you haven't stepped up as a man and sexualized shit. You've just had nice fact exchange fucking shit. Then all of a sudden you want to act like you're a pimp and you're going to dick her down, and it's just like, well, you're incongruent. Get it sexual quick. Otherwise you're going to be incongruent if you bring up sexual shit later. And you don't want the bitch to burn up a bunch of your night, okay? That theme pervades for like all sorts of carpet eaters. You treating a 9.5 special, which you should not fucking be. That leads me to another point. You should just openly spew whatever the fuck comes to mind. I'll be right back. All right. So if you heard me in person or you saw my full in videos, those are like my product. But if you saw the way that I talk to these girls, it's just constantly making sexual jokes. A lot of times it's way over the top, really ridiculous shit, you know, like. Shit, you know, just sex, haha, just chill, baby, fuck, you know, signaling, they'll like make a disgusted face, or they're like signaling, be it gestural cues or excessive verbals in response to your shit, to your remarks. That's when you kind of like pull back and go, haha, just kidding, you know, try to save the set and prevent it from getting blown out, you know, rather than sticking on this uncomfortable thread. You cut the conversational thread, you know, check out my videos on conversational threads, change the topic, and then you kind of like lower the frequency and the intensity of your fucking assault on your target. Okay, now, don't be afraid, like I used to be back in the day when I talked to 9.5s, 9.5s, don't be afraid to sexualize things and get physical, because if she's not comfortable with it, you know, you're going to lose her or whatever. Well, you're going to lose your fucking night. And you're going to lose your opportunity cost of the next fucking pussy you're going to wreck. So fucking get busy. All right? You have your own date. You're like, fucking don't fuck this up. But if you have this mindset, it kind of like leads you into this whole micromanaging shit you're doing, fucking friend. You know? And then in turn, that shit can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. So don't censor yourself. Get in the habit of talking like this. Talk like a douche who makes shit sexual. Just... your verbals and your banters should be the same as talking with a guy, except you're injecting physicality and sexuality, and you're structuring things to lead towards taking her home. Other than that, you're just fucking cracking jokes and shit, being yourself. Guys are always like, just be myself, and like, that's it. The majority of you guys in the community are like being this like alter ego where it's like, okay, time to put on my pickup shoes and be fancy and gamey and shit. And a lot of that shit comes from RSD videos, says somebody like J-Mol, and there's some truth to that maybe, you know, but there's value to be gained from RSD for shiz. You just gotta balance it, you know? You don't need to do it a lot of that shit. Just fucking speak no filter, be physical, you know, and sexualize the verbals. I gotta clean the fucking window. As the fucking that's what she said go to, you might lean in. You have to be congruent with this shit. You know? Be like lean in and be like, damn, you look fucking hot tonight. You're not saying it creepy. You have to be congruent with this stuff, okay? You know, lean in and be like, damn, you look fucking hot tonight. But you're not saying it like some kind of creepy fucking way. If you guys try to copy that and you're a fucking timid, reserved guy, it's gonna come off as creepy. So, you know, oh, you look really nice. why I had to get into this shit, just to like save myself. You can get away with it in terms of compliance, you know, in terms of the intensity of the remarks. You can get away with a lot, like more. Let's say you're in isolation. You open the set, you open the interaction. You move the girl to the bar. The two of you are hanging out in the bar. And you kind of have your arm around her back or some shit or whatever. If she gives you kind of like a green light, like, yeah, damn, like blah, 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 are you wearing a thong? Right there, oh, hey, stop, I just met you. Oh, yeah, just kidding. You know, what kind of drink do you want? But you're putting in these little things so that shit becomes normal, so that when it comes time to make out and shit, you're not going to 0 to fucking 60. You know, you're not going from like here to here. It's like a natural progression. All the physical shit, you know, physical escalation, where it's like building over the course of the night. So when it's this time to night, make out and time to have sex, it's like the next natural progression. You're not like taking these huge leaps where like the first time you touch the girl or go for a makeout is like back at your house. You should have already been fucking getting her wet from the jump, basically, after you've just acted normal for a bit. But like, don't let it be non-sexual for too long. You know, she'll put you in that non-sexual chode box. Okay. If you leave out either one of those. And I learned that when I was in law school in Vegas. I mean, I knew it in high school and I knew it in college, but I really learned it in law school in Vegas. Where it's like, bro, do not let these bitches see you in any way that's not sexual. From the jump, bro. From the jump. Okay? Because then they'll feel incongruent if they're like, oh, I was seeing him as non-sexual. Now I say, no, from the jump. You're a pimp from the jump. All right? It doesn't mean you're not respectful. It's just you go man to woman direct. All right? And then you calibrate to it. You read her. Okay? You put your hand on a girl. She's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm a feminist studies major at blah, blah, blah. Cock blocker comes in. Oh, you can't touch her. That's my girlfriend or some bullshit like that. It's like every guy that approaches my hot friend is usually like a gay man. So you probably are too. So just give him like the token brush off. We take a step back. I thought she was cool. And like, oh, I thought she was your girlfriend. And some guy says some shit. You like, she says that's your girlfriend. I usually like crack a joke about, do you guys scissor? Since there's no dick involved in a girl-on-girl interaction, now you know. That's a handy little joke for a guy who wants to fucking come in and try and cock block. So, I'm going back to Colombia soon for the big booty Latinas, and I'm traveling the world. So a lot of these videos, you know, we got like a stabilizer for one of us to hold the camera and follow us down the street. We have several cameras. I do multi-cam shit, but sometimes I like to go guerrilla style and it's just me on a fucking smartphone that's not a DSLR, you know. There's all these landmarks in various public settings and shit. So, the time of everything, the timing is important, alright? Yeah, don't be afraid to flirt and be a man, you know. Flirting is being sexual and making sexual jokes. Jokes about how you guys are going to hook up. Not just like, you know, I'll get into how to do this over text as well. All this is like important in game. Alright, so it's not just about sexualizing the situation, that's what she said jokes, and like other various sexual jokes and innuendos. You know, you want to make jokes about the two of you hooking up. It's like you're seeding the pole. She's seeding it C-E-D-E. You're putting that in her mind, but you're also seeding it like a planting seeds. S-E-E-D. You steer the shit towards sex. It's not like fact exchange, fact exchange, fact exchange. Let's talk about college and our majors for 10 fucking minutes and then virtue signal like a little bitch boy. You get this shit sexual, alright? A lot of you guys getting rejected when you try to pull and the sets fizzle out and you get hard LMRs because the physicality comes out of nowhere, the sexuality comes out of nowhere. I'll give you a, you know, keep like 2 feet between you and the girl. But once you notice that things are deteriorating because you're not flirting and putting a sexual vibe, I want you, at the moment that it's starting to fizzle out, that's when I want you to switch. It can't be like way down the line, but do that and start inserting some physicality and sexuality, you know, because 4 or 5 minutes later, now the chick will be like, this isn't just some random pussy guy that's here to have a fucking fact exchange. Now I can fucking make out with this guy and have him whispering shit in my ear and kiss my neck and squeeze my tits and turn me on so my pussy gets wet so we can go back to his place and I can get fucking railed. That's what's going through their fucking mind. Alright? I hope you guys like this dope-ass audio, this sick hot mic I'm on. And I'll see you all. I'll be in Columbia soon. All these bitches want to do is 69. I had a gal last night was telling me how much she wanted to eat my ass all the way to the shuttle. All the way to the shuttle. She's just a big ass eater. And like, you don't want to like tell her, oh, I like to eat ass too. Fuck that. Shit, that might turn her off, actually. So don't fucking go there. Just read them. If she's telling you how much she likes to eat ass, just be like, I like to get my ass eaten, baby. Yeah. And leave it at that. A lot of you fucking, newbies will be like, oh, well, I'll reciprocate and eat your ass too. No, don't fucking do that. Use your fucking brain. But you eating her ass is pretty submissive. She's the one who wants to be submissive. That's what makes her pussy wet. That's why, like, the majority of these women don't even want you to eat their pussy. They'll let a woman eat their pussy. They don't need you to eat their pussy. That dries their pussy up. They don't want their man to be submissive to them. They'll get their pussy eaten by a woman. I mean, if she communicates she wants you to eat her pussy, that's another thing. But, like, if you're just running around trying to... I can't tell you how many times she basically tells me not to. And I was like, why? Is it because they think their pussy's great? And, like, it finally occurred to me, it's because it's submissive as fuck. And it makes them see you as a little bitch, and it dries their pussy up. So, a lot of shit about... You think you're being all fucking considerate and giving and shit, but really all you're doing is giving yourself a fucking hard time. Man, that other one I talked to late in the night last night, she was such a fucking buzzkill. She had just gotten out of fucking overnight opiate detox or some shit a couple of months ago. When we come in, we're like, damn, you look fucking hot as shit as tonight. And we're in there and she looks up and you're just like looking at her like a sandwich, like a fucking lion, like a fucking alpha man. That's why you gotta do a fucking nut check, Damn, look at this fucking alpha. Let me see your ass. Let me feel your ass. They got a nice ass. Some of you guys will be thinking of all this fucking mainstream shit, like, oh, you can't validate them. Bro, validating bitches gets some wet. You just gotta do it in the right way. You gotta do it in the context of sexualizing conversation and escalating physically, not like before you've even fucking developed any attraction or fucking shown any value. Fuck. Man. What the fuck? I gotta go all the way fuck. Alright, so today I'm going to cover the topic of taking a girl home in the first 2 hours of the night. Now, a lot of the other coaches out there, like RSD Julian, Valentina, Glenn, Alex of RSD, and, the 4-week natural, let's say the first half doesn't count, or you can't pull a girl in the first half of the night, so don't even bother trying. I completely fucking disagree with this. I pulled within the first half of the night, especially in the shuttle, as much, or I fuck them in a broom closet or a bathroom, as much or not more. A lot of these girls want to fucking have a doubleheader, I was speaking about with Julian and others, and Valentino, is like, let's roll these clips. So, it's very rare in the first 2 hours that you're gonna fuck a girl. Sometimes it happens, sometimes you have the quick bathroom pulls and the girl's ready, but most of the time, people are just not fucking ready at that time of the night. Again, first half doesn't matter at all. All that matters is the very end. it could happen 5 minutes before. You never fucking know. I don't believe that shit. I can't tell you how many women I've fucked in a broom closet in a club. Alright. You tired, like to go home to the hotel very early. It's going to get very defensive. A lot of predictability. As long as I particularly can, because it's longer, they're going to stay with you in a bar, noting the tension that she's there by you, knowing you there, that you're not trying to pull. Your chick's in a bar, knowing that you're not trying to pull, because you're shrimp on a barbie. Yeah. I just grabbed a few clips of other fucking clips. This is a big myth in the community, and it fucking costs you guys a lot of results. Alright, I've had lots of pulls on camera, and many that I don't have camera. I've done this many, many times, so right now I'm going to teach you how to actually do this. And I'm going to show you a full-length infield video technique of what I would rate a 9. You probably will too when you see your body. Taking a 9 home with a girl in the first half of the night. I'm going to show you the entire, usually I'll keep my full interactions for my product, but I'll show you the entire interaction start to finish of meeting the girl all the way up to taking her home. Alright, and I'll break that shit down with picture-in-picture process. So, they don't want to experience the whole movie. Girls with RSD, Alex will say you only take girls home at the very end, right when the bars close. That shit's all false. I don't pay attention to what time of the fucking night it is. I pay attention at her body temperature and compliance. Alright? I'll make a whole separate video to get into details of pulling. A lot of these girls have to get up early. They don't want to stay till the end of the fucking night. They want to get fucked early in the night. Alright? How to structure the night, how to structure your sets, and how you should be pulling and when you should be switching to getting a full phone number close. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch the night game video. Alright. So, I'm going to get into that, break down the pull, the whole start to finish pull, which is a huge fucking gift to you fucking flamers. You know, if you noticed, I have better lighting, I have a DSLR camera right now, I have a professional microphone. got a table here, and blah blah blah. I have to come back. That shit doesn't even make any logical sense. Nightclubs, you have a table that's free drinks. You say I have to come back. My friend's got a table. She's gonna have to tap. The girl's like, "Oh, let's work." He comes back. Why is your friend not coming? That question does not come up. So you say that shit, and then you keep repeating those other things. No, don't worry. We're not gonna be very long, like 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. It's really close. What kind of vodka do you like? You're drawing her into the frame. Oh, tequila, cool. I have tequila. And I talk about in other videos, we're just gonna go for 30 minutes. We're gonna drink a couple shots. First half of the night. I'll show you the entire interaction, start to finish, and meeting the girl, all the way up to taking her home. Alright? I'm gonna break that shit down with picture in picture. Telling you what shit's up every step of the fucking way. It's only a 10-minute interaction, surprise, surprise. You can pull quickly in the first half of the night. You don't need to have a long chat. Those other coaches say girls don't want to leave in the first half of the night because they want to experience the whole movie and all that shit. These bitches are whores, bro. God bless them. You know, this shit's all false. These girls don't want to experience the whole fucking movie. They're filling your head with trash. These girls want to get fucking their snooch pounded. Alright? They just need it to be with a dude who fucking meets the standards, bro. Polling. If you haven't watched my night game video of how to watch some night game shit, it goes into details of how to structure the sets, how you should be polling, when you should be switching to a phone number close, and logistics of poll. If you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my night game video. Alright? So, I'm going to get into that infield breakdown of poll. The whole start to finish poll, which is a huge fucking gift to you cats. Alright? As you noticed, I have better lighting. I have a DSLR camera, professional microphone, and all that shit. Alright? You want shotgun mics and lavalier mics and all that shit. Softbox lights and all that shit. Alright? Professional intros and outros done. We fucking taking this shit to another fucking level. Even though we don't have to, bro. I kick that real shit. You know what I mean? Little clips from other coaches, infields, shit like that. You have your picture-in-picture breakdown with a nice camera, jump cuts, all that shit. You know, production content fucking continue to be fucking fire, but I don't care what kind of mics and production value those motherfuckers have. They don't have me. You know what I mean? I'm the fucking show. Okay? Like, I'll keep this shit a lot more on task too. Alright? Some of my longer videos, I get off on tangents, but that's just because I'm fucking brilliant and interesting. Alright? Yeah, and like J-Mold, I told that motherfucker, quit drinking, quit getting distracted by bitches during your videos, use high-end professional fucking equipment. And he was like, you're right, Gal Interrupter, you're fucking right. He stepped my fucking game up. And I was like, you're beautiful. I love you, J-Mold, you're beautiful. You're better than this. Okay, so, now, what can you do to pull in the first half of the night? Okay, so I'll tell you about my product. So, I'll tell you the exact fucking script I used to pull in the first half of the night, alright? In bars and clubs. So I say to these girls, you know, I live close by. All these statements are lowering her compliance threshold. You're trying to get her to comply with this request to go to your house or your party shuttle. So the components are, I live close by, only a couple blocks away. I live 5 minutes away. Another big component is you have to come back. Let's just go for 30 minutes. You're not going to be gone for very long. I'm just going to bust a nut in you. We'll go for 30 minutes, drink a couple shots, because they're very expensive. Give her a motivation. You're going to get a couple free shots. Drinks here are expensive. I live really close by, like 5 minutes away. Let's go drink a couple shots, and then we'll come right back. We'll have that gives her all the plausible deniability she needs. Okay, you're not going far. You're not going for long. You have to come back. let's do shots because drinks are expensive. A very high amount of the time, you're gonna get one main objection from her, which is, oh, I would, but I can't leave my friends. So in a lot of my boot camp students, I say, after you leave the script, you're gonna pull, okay, say it, and she'll say, oh, I can't leave my friends. But you know that shit's coming, so don't let that shit throw you off your game. That's just a standard fucking bullshit response every broad's got. Alright? She's like, I want to make sure I'm going to be coming back, and that I'm going to be comfortable and all this stuff. And I'll be like, it's cool, I have to come back too. This is actually how I say it. My friends have a table here, and they have to come back. It doesn't make logical sense, but whatever. If you know nightclubs, if you have a table, that's free drinks, but whatever. I have to come back, my friends have a table, and it works like every time. Girls are never like, oh, let's go have free drinks at your table. Why? You know, they're not gonna fucking, even if they're smart enough to figure that out, they know what they want to do is go get fucked. They're not gonna cock block themselves. No, don't worry, we're not going to be gone for long. Keep repeating this shit. We're only going to be gone for 20 minutes. It's really close. What kind of vodka do you like? Now you draw her into your frame. Oh, tequila? Cool, I have tequila. And I talk about in other videos, you should keep every liquor at your house because they have certain tastes. Tequila, vodka, all the classics, whiskey, cognac, rum and gin. Those are like the main ones. So you're like, cool, I have tequila. You can have 2 shots. Big hands, bitches. Big hands. Big old hands, bitches. Alright, they don't register with these logical points. These girls don't. They don't want to. They don't want to cockblock themselves. Yeah, drinks here are expensive, even if it's dollar drinks there. You know, even for like shits and giggles, I'll have like during the daytime, we use this on a girl in the street during the daytime, and it was totally out of context. It was just like an interesting set of lines. You know, say the fucking drinks are expensive shit. You know, be on a street corner willing to cross the street. You know, me and my business partner would do this. And she said, yo, drinks are expensive. We live very close by. We're gonna go drink a couple shots. You should go with us. She'd be like, oh, I'm waiting for an Uber. And then we'd be like, yo, we'll just call an Uber from the house. We don't want to hassle over drinks. And she'll be like, oh, I have to be at the airport in 2 hours or whatever. And we'll say, cool, we'll get you an Uber from the house. And start going, and we'll be like, hey, get your friend. It pulls back with the student. So we kind of did the work for him. But the point is, you are kind of making it really easy for her. We're not going to go for very long. It's cool. We have to come back. Now say that she's really... I can't go. My friends. I have to stay with my friends. Say she's really impressing that shit on you. What I will do, and I'll talk about this, is pinky promise. Listen, I have to come back, okay? Look at me.